to the Stevie Mac podcast. So sit back, sit back.
What is up, everybody? Hope all is well. Welcome back to the Stevie Mac podcast show. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been here, but I'm back today. So, a little bit what's going on here lately, man. I know I haven't been posting, but been trying to get a sponsor or whatever, and I actually finally got one, and that will be debuted. I guess I will be bringing them out. I think hopefully next week if their product gets here. Um, so it is W Energy. So we'll see how that goes and all that good stuff. But before we even get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the follow button, hit the notification button, so you can know when I post. Because I know you love me and I know you miss me. You know what I mean? So yeah, do that. Do me a favor. Go ahead and do that. But to get back to you though, man. A little bit that's been going on. Um, oh, you like my hat? See, Texas Rangers, black on black. Yeah, it's getting my head hot right now. But yeah, we just had Easter Sunday, so hopefully, everybody had a wonderful day, a wonderful time with their families and loved ones or whatnot. My kids had a blast. All my kids are grown now except for my two little ones. You know what I mean? And they had a blast. I think we got like said maybe over 150 eggs we hid in the backyard, which we didn't think we were going to be able to do because it was raining all night and all morning. But we ended up doing it anyway. You know what I mean? Ended up getting the old man out of the retirement home, and Buddy came over, and drank a couple beers. My son smoked a brisket for the first time, and I tell you what, it came out pretty darn good if you ask me. You know what I mean? So that was a good thing. So I was proud of him for doing that, even though I had to get him up to start the brisket. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to stay out late last night. But bullshit to the side, though. Yeah, so my kids had a blast. You know what I mean? We ate some good food or whatever. My daughter Nevaeh, she came down. Mother-in-law came out as well. But yeah, so they had a fun time. Hopefully, y'all had a wonderful day as well. But let's get into it, though. I was talking about my weight loss journey. I remember on the last podcast, I told you I was on a journey to end up losing 60 pounds. You know what I mean? And so far, it's been going well. Because I told you, I'm on Zepbound or whatever. I had to watch what I eat, and I have to watch for my intake or whatever. And I've actually been doing pretty good. So I think like 2 weeks ago, I was at 267. I weighed myself yesterday and today. I wanted to make sure the numbers were correct. I'm at 247, and that's all the tuna fish, and everybody's telling me, don't deprive yourself and just, don't just eat tuna, you know what I mean? And actually enjoy your meals, which I actually took that advice and I actually started, every now and then I'll go and, eat a sandwich, eat a brisket, or if I do eat unhealthy food with a lot of fats, I lower my intake to like a half a serving, and that actually was doing very well for me. So, yeah, so if you can see right now, I'm getting there, been hitting the gym, been pumping up, still got that right there, but I'm working on that, you know what I mean? I still got a little bit more to go. But yeah, so, yeah, my diet's been going all right, you know what I mean? But it's been a crazy journey because I ended up getting sick. Last week I was sick Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, man. Some people call it the keto diet. I call it the flu, call it the bird flu, whatever you want to call it. But it felt like I got hit by a truck. And I tell you, I wish that feeling on nobody because I ended up going to work that Monday morning, and yeah, I couldn't even stay a whole hour. I told my boss man, I said, "Hey, team lead's going to take over, so I got to get going. I can't do it." And he understood, you know what I mean, and ended up coming to the house. I went back to bed, say around 5:45. I went to bed, and then I got up around say 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and man, I tell you what, that right there. Oh man, I got up and it felt like somebody was beating me over the head with a hammer, and and I tell you, man, It was something, man, because oh man, I couldn't move, body hurt, body aches, but a little bit about the keto flu, whatever. It's when you change your eating habits, and you can probably look it up and let me know if I'm wrong or not. But I believe it's that once you change your eating habits and you lower your intake because your body's already used to eating all them servings, because I'm a big boy, you know what I mean. I like to eat, and when I lowered my portions, my body's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Hey, we like to eat, and I tell you what, no, that's not the case no more. I got to hit the gym. I hit the gym 4 days a week. I only hit the gym twice last week, so I was like, man, I was trying to do sit ups and push ups and all kind of stuff, running man and climbing the mountain, all that stuff at home. And I tell you what, I burned it up in the house. You know what I mean? No, but yeah, if you want to join that weight loss challenge, you know what I mean? Hey man, hit me up. Let me know. Send me a text, leave a comment, which nobody ever does. You send me an email, steviemacpodcast at gmail.com. If I need to spell it for you, I can. It's steviemacpodcast at gmail.com. You know what I mean? No, but bullshit to the side though, man. But yeah, man, if you're overweight and you need somebody to push you or whatever, I think I'm doing pretty good, I'm pushing myself. I could be some motivation for you if you want, you know what I mean? But yeah, I also, like I told you, I got that sponsor coming in, W Energy. I really don't want to sponsor it out and blurt it out yet until I actually try the product. I know I'm trying to get away from energy drinks and all that good stuff, but I'm gonna try it out next week, and then if it's pretty good, then hey, I'm gonna blast it all over social media. I know I don't got too many followers or whatever, but I'm gonna blast that bad boy. But then I got some stickers getting made. You know what I mean? I'm fixing to have some CB Mac podcast stickers made. I'll be handing them out everywhere I walk, whatever. If you want some stickers, I holler at me. You know what I mean? I can mail them to you. All you got to do is, but this you have to send an email because I don't want your information out on social media or whatever. So send me an email at steviemacpodcast at gmail.com and I'll send you some stickers if you want to support it. You know what I mean? I would love your support if you want. So, put the sticker on the binder, put it on your work folder, put it on your work desk, whatever. Or, just put it on your refrigerator. But I got some stickers coming, you know what I mean? So if you do want to help, like put me out there, I'd very much appreciate that as well. But other than that, man, and this is just have a conversation today. The Rangers are playing today, you know what I mean? And that's going to be on my next podcast that I'm going to be putting out there for the sports. You got my Ranger stuff all in the back. So, I got to talk about the Texas Rangers. They're playing tonight, actually, at 9 o'clock at night. And yeah, they're playing the Oakland A's in California. So, that's at California time. And I don't think I'll be able to stay up probably for like 1 or 2 innings. And I think I'm going to hit the hay, you know what I mean? But yeah, so here on that, I'll be talking about that a little bit more on my next podcast, which is probably going to drop in a day or two. But if you give me a minute, I'll be right back. Enjoy this little timeout right quick, and I'll get right back to you. Don't go nowhere. All right, man, we're back. Yeah, I had to change hats, man. The black on black with all these lights hitting me. Yeah, it was burning my head up, so I had to have a little what do you call that? Outfit change. Just my hat though. No, but yeah, guys. Going back to my weight loss journey. If you have any recommendations for me, let me know. You know what I mean? Anything you think I should try, holler at me. Let me know. I'm all for trying new foods or whatever that's going to help me lose weight. As long as it ain't no broccoli, no eggplants, nothing like that. Something that's tasty for fat boys like me. But yeah, I'm open to any feedback that you want to give me on eating, on how to eat healthy, eat right. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm taking Carotene, Zepbound, and watching my food intake. And so far it's been doing good. But like I said, I'm down for any suggestions that you have that you want to give to me or whatever. And hey, that'd be awesome. But so this journey, I still got 40 pounds to go, and I think that I'm probably going to take a little bit more than before. Once I get to 200, I think I'll be okay. But I don't know, maybe 180. I don't want to push it too much, you know what I mean? Because I'm only 5'10". I don't want to get too skinny, you know what I mean? But I think once I get to 200, 195, 200, I think that's when I'm gonna coast it and just start bulking up and all that good stuff. Because I'm all right now, So you know, no, but yeah. So any information, man, for healthy food, healthy tips, meal prepping or anything, just holler at me. Let me know. That'd be awesome. But today, man, I forgot to introduce him. He's finally back in here in my little studio or whatever. My son's finally back. He finally wanted to hang out with dad. I told him this morning when I was taking him to school, I said, hey, man, we got to go shoot tonight. You know what I mean? I said, it's been a while. And he was like, okay. He was already up for it, ready to go. And then I went to his room and I was like, hey, you ready to go? He jumped out of bed. He got downstairs before I even come in here. You know what I mean? So welcome back, my son, my little son. Well, he ain't little no more. He's 17. He's a big boy. My son, Jason. So thank you for being here, son. I very much appreciate you. You got anything for me today? No? Okay. So, but yeah, coming up this month, man, May, you have what? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday fights? Yeah. Friday's who? Garcia? Ryan Garcia's fighting Friday night. And then who's fighting Saturday? Canelo Alvarez is fighting that Saturday. And then who's fighting that Sunday? You want to check it out and look it up for me? Hi, how are you? Good. You want to come say hi? Scoot over here and come on, just watch the lights. Come in. I got somebody who's interrupting the podcast right now.
Sorry, I thought you were talking.
There she go. Look at it. She's trying to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
It's my daughter, Essence. That's another subject I want to talk on here in a little bit. Who's fighting Sunday?
Sunday is May.
Yeah, that Sunday fight. So did we get who was fighting on that Sunday?
Yeah, it's a Japanese fighter.
The Japanese fighter?
Yeah. Nayoa.
Nayoa? Who's he fighting? Doesn't show. So Cinco de Mayo weekend, that Friday, you got Ryan Garcia. Who's Ryan Garcia fighting?
He's fighting Rolly Romero.
Who?
Rolly Romero.
Rolly Romero. And then Sunday, who's Canelo fighting?
No.
So yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. While he's looking that up, that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be on pay-per-view, and they got a deal going on right now. If you want to watch all three fights, instead of paying $100 and something for each fight, I believe you can pay, what was it, $90? $90, and I think you get the Friday and Saturday. It's a Friday, Saturday bundle. You got to watch the two main fighters that's going to be fighting that weekend, and I believe I think we're going to put it on the big screen in the front yard. And if you're in town, man, and you want to watch some fighting, just holler at me. You know what I mean? You bring your beverages, I'll bring my beverages, and hey, we can just sit there and drink some brewskis and watch the fight. Hey, you can't stay up too late though. I gotta go to work. But that's the only thing that stinks about that. But other than that, man, we got more coming to you. Like I said, on my next podcast, I'll be talking about the Texas Rangers, which that's probably be tomorrow. Want to see how they do tonight, and I got a whole couple bulletins. You know what I mean? I want to talk about on the Rangers. But for now, man, I do appreciate you sticking around for me, man, sticking around, listening to me. Thank you for watching at the end. If you did watch it all the way to the end, I always appreciate your support. But y'all stay tuned, and yeah, see you next time. All right, y'all take it easy.